Hey everyone! Today I'm taking you on a whirlwind journey through the evolving world of comic book styles. From the bold lines of the Golden Age to the digital artistry of today, let's dive into how these styles have shaped our favorite heroes and stories. Back in the 1930s and 1940s, during what we now call the Golden Age of comics, artists like Jack Kirby and Bill Finger crafted characters who were larger than life, with exaggerated expressions and dynamic poses that jumped right off the page. The colours were bold and the lines were thick, making sure that even the folks in the back of the newsstands could catch a glimpse of the action. Fast forward to the 1950s and 1960s, the Silver Age of comics. This era introduced a softer approach with more detailed backgrounds and a richer colour palette. Artists like Carmine Infantino brought in more realistic human proportions and facial expressions. This was also the time when the concept of the multiverse first dazzled readers, adding depth to both the characters and the plot lines. Now let's hit the 70s and 80s, often referred to as the Bronze Age. Here the narratives took a darker and more complex turn. Artists like Neil Adams and Frank Miller introduced more shadows and moodier atmospheres, reflecting the turbulent times. The artwork became highly stylized, with a focus on mood and emotion rather than just action. And finally, the modern age, from the late 90s up to today, has transformed comics with digital art. Artists like Jim Lee blend traditional techniques with digital tools, creating sleek lines and almost cinematic quality graphics. Today's comics use gradients and digital effects that allow for a level of detail and realism never seen before. Each era brought its own flavour, its own innovation to the table, shaping the stories and the way we connect with them. Whether it's the raw simplicity of the Golden Age or the complex digital art of today, every style has its charm and its audience. So, comic fans, which comic book era is your favourite? Do you prefer the nostalgic touch of ink and paper or the sleek lines of digital art? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep this colourful conversation going. Thanks for tuning in.